Black printmakers may have a long history in South Africa, but they're increasingly looking for exposure abroad. A collection of 38 printmakers are testing the waters with US art collectors in the hope that they will attract buyers. And exhibition organizers say this collection, hosted by the Washington Printmakers Gallery in the nation's capital, represents a break from traditional concepts of African art.
Some of the images are traditional in terms of depicting people in traditional occupations and so forth, women walking, carrying babies on their backs. But a lot of the artists are starting to experiment with abstract art. One of the artists has used tools he has at home to etch plates and created very unusual and different kind of effects with his artwork.
Many of the artists represented here come from South Africa's economically deprived townships. Personal and political themes permeate their work, which range from rural family scenes to politically charged prints loaded with anger. For American audiences, these images are also a reminder of South Africa's racially divided past, one which they themselves can identify with.
You know, I think in America we have had our own struggles with race relations, and you know, I think that it's important for our culture to recognize that there are just lessons to be learned and remembered in this collection.
The prints vary in price from about $80 to $800, and not all the artists are known in their native South Africa. That's because the market for prints in economically deprived areas is not often obvious, according to Anne Gordon, who handpicked this collection.
Many of them have to do other things in their lives in order to make ends meet. So many of them work as art teachers in schools or for charities working with children who've been affected by HIV/AIDS or something, and they use art for purposes of therapy and healing.
This exhibition is turning out to be a real eye-opener for American audiences about contemporary South Africa. And it's also generating a real buzz among US art collectors who see these works as pushing the boundaries and moving beyond traditional concepts of African art. Nina Mariapot, CCTV in Washington.